When the markets begin to sell off, do we wait as traders or do we take advantage and trade the opposite side? What's going on, guys? Johnny Trades here, and today we did exactly that. We're able to identify that the markets were extremely bearish and we're going to continue to sell off from yesterday. Now, we noticed this when we woke up this morning that it was getting rejected from this 200-day moving average. And because it was getting rejected from that moving average, we were able to make a better educated guess and a trade plan to start loading up on Sqqq when it made sense. I started buying down here at these lows at 35.62 because I noticed they were actually touching this moving average. Started loading up on that, buying $300 or $400 at a time with each 10 share position that I started to add. Right around this morning, it was 443, 450, and then a little after 5 o'clock, I loaded up on Sqqq. Now, during the opening bell, we had some choppiness, right? We noticed that it pushed up to 36.30, came all the way back down to test this moving average, and because it held above this moving average, we were able to identify that Sqqq was going to continue to push up while Qqq was going to continue to sell off. And that's exactly what happened. We were patient, we waited even up here, and I thought about maybe taking a stop loss on my position. It began to sell off, and with Qqq selling off, we were able to make some money. As Qqq pushed up to 37.41, guys, and we actually started locking in profits way down here at 36.20, 36.30, 36.30 again, pushed up a little bit more, sold some at 36.60, and sold my last share at 36.75. Now, we locked in about $25 in profit. It was 1.5% of my overall account size on the day, which is great. That's what we aim for. 1 to 2% each day will give you or me a profit margin of 5 to 10% a week, which is 20 to 40% in profits every month. Now, say you're trading with a small account, say $1,000, 40% profit a month would be an additional $400 that you could then add to your account size to grow it, or you can actually take that $400 out and trade again with that same $1,000 the following month. Now, I'm telling you this because 1 to 2% profit is very possible. A lot of people don't think it is, but it is. And it's interesting because not a lot of people think 1 or 2% is possible, but yet they chase 10%, 20% moves to just lose money. Okay, and we did a really good job today with that as well. I had a trade on PRTG. This was a pre-market momentum trade. Popped up from $4 to 12, came all the way down to 8. I started loading up at the $10 mark and sold at the 10.50 mark. So I missed out on a lot of this move. It went all the way up to 13.50. You know, even just 10 shares could have resulted in $30. 100 shares could have resulted in $300. Now, I trade companies like this, these pre-market momentum runners, made $2. I cut my losses too early, and I was trading on my phone, which was not a good idea as it could be a little bit more difficult to get your buys and sells or entries and exits at that price target you want, especially with the volatility and the way this moves so quickly. Um, so there are ways to make money, you know, even when the market is selling off, like we are seeing now. Markets are selling off very aggressively. They're trying to recover at that 473 mark, and they can. If they do recover at 473, then I would, you know, have no problem taking a position in TQQQ, which is a triple leveraged ETF for the NASDAQ. So when the market goes up 1%, TQQQ will go up 3%. So if the market can recover back to moving average, we can see a nice 4.5 to 5% profit on TQQQ, or $2.83 per share if it recovers. Now, if it doesn't, it begins to sell off, then as this continues to sell off, which it is, it just hit 473, so we're going to bring it down to 472, then Sqqq can then push up even higher. Again, we traded this morning, started at $35.50. It's now up at $37.50. That's almost a $2 per share move, which we played a small part in. But being up almost 5.5% on the day is incredible. This is what's going to grow your account. When you find these movements and you're able to trade them and hold them a little longer than what I was able to, then you can lock in profits. We would have been up almost $50 today instead of 25 by simply holding a little longer. But again, that's hindsight. We don't like to do that here. At the moment in time, I thought that it was my best interest to lock in profits at this first 2 red candle pullback, this first big red candle pullback here, and then I actually locked in profits here just literally to end my live stream, just to get away from having to look at the computer, which again isn't something you necessarily have to do. You could ride this and still be holding it, making money. Me, I'm a little bit more conservative. I don't like to stare at the screens all day, and but honestly, I could even have a trailing stop, right? Have a trailing stop loss set, so this follows it all the way up as this continues to push. We knew it was going to go up. I had a feeling QQQ was going to go to 475 today, maybe even 472, and sure enough, it's now touching 472.50, which means Sqqq can very easily go up to that $38 mark, even $40, where, you know, again, we missed out on a majority of this trade, but we still walked away on a Friday green. We're up over $200 right now for the month, which is just around 11% profit. I'm actually going to bring that up to you guys. I showed my Discord team this morning in our trading session, but I want to tell you as well, because you may not even be in our Discord. And if that's something that you might be interested in, definitely consider joining. It is 100% free, lifetime access for now. So get in while it's still free, as when I do go paid, you won't be charged for it. And let me showcase that to you real quick right here. As you can see, if we can center it a little bit, we're up $200, 9.78%, so 10% on the month of March. And we still have what is it, Monday? I think Monday will be our last trading day for the month of March. Monday is the 31st, so we'll have one more day to make a few more bucks, get that up to a 10% mark, and we'll be up 10% on the month. We can consistently do this over the next 4 weeks. We'll be up 40%, and that $200 would actually be more like $800, close to $1,000 in 4 months, right? So if you could do 200 a month, you'd have close to 800 in 4 months, right? So very cool, very great day trading with everyone. I had a lot of fun trading with everyone today. Some of our LTE members also made money today, trading the same companies, and some people trading different companies. With that said, I hope you guys enjoyed my recap video. Definitely go check out the live stream from this morning, as you will be able to watch that. And we'll see you all in our Sunday stock talk, where I go over our game plan for next week and any stocks or companies that I'm looking at possibly going long or shorting, as well as overall market conditions like NASDAQ and Bitcoin. And again, if you're watching this video to the end, I'd love for you to show your support by smashing the like button. Consider subscribing to the channel, and we will see you all in the Discord. Thank you for watching. You guys have a great day.